Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Lorraine 15550, the Tier 7 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Overlord and it's under the command of Kento. Game's about to start. Okay, well, Overlord has changed quite a bit. There's a lot more foliage and, well, still basically the same match. They haven't changed too much in the way of just the foliage, really, I suppose. That's about it. And of course a lot of distractible scenery. Well, he's taking his Lorraine 15550 down to the beach, I think, or is it down to this corner? Okay, he's near the cap, and you can see there's a lot more cover near the cap back in the pre-HD days. A lot more cover. Now it's fairly open. Okay, there's a couple of enemy tanks down on the beach. 3, in fact. It's a tier 9 game. He's tier 7 Arty, so he's going to earn extra XP for everything he can hit. And there's plenty of targets out there. This is the Arty that was designed, or supposed to actually be built, on the Lorraine 40-ton tank. Never got put into production, so the Lorraine 15550 was never built, but there were some design problems with it, which is why they built the 15551. This was the one that they designed in 1950. It's got a 155mm howitzer, which is capable of doing 700 alpha, penetrating 40mm of armour. And is quite fast, because of course it's based on a medium tank. I guess really the problem really was the centre of gravity wasn't right, so that's why they had to change it. They said, you know, it just didn't work. Oh, we've got 2 tanks with 1 shot there, the Tiger 1 and the KV5. This is post-stun, so obviously stuns in effect. Reduce the power of the shells, I'm afraid, but reload time, if I remember correctly, is around about 22-23 seconds, maybe slightly more. He's almost loaded. Rounds out again on that ST1, and he hits the wreck and still splashes the ST1. And the ST1's taking damage, so he's picking up loads of stun assist. Now, they did actually make a Lorraine 15550, the prototype. I've seen pictures of it, actually. I think it was actually Wargaming had pictures of it as well. But of course it's now just a rusting heap somewhere in a scrapyard. Going for the AC-48. It's a difficult shot because that cliff edge is in the way. Over on the other side of the map we've got a Panther II coming in, and he's just seen us and hit us. Fire a snapshot back to 254, but he did take 237 hit points of damage from that shot, and we've lost one of our other Arty anyway already, and now we're being hit by the GW Panther on the enemy team as well. So yeah, there's the Batchat 155-55 who got taken out of the game. I think he was the first target they aimed for after the Yank Panther, or the Panther II rather, arrived. So we're now being very defensive. The Panther II is about to be harassed by a Wizzy 132A. We fire 1 round in to stun him. Kento's going to have to keep on this. Otherwise that guy's going to be straight down to kill the remaining Arty. Lining up a shot. Can he get it in? Oh, we lose the Wizzy 132A. But that Panther II is very low on hit points. If he comes out from behind that house, he is going to be ripe for plucking. Trouble is now we're going to have to keep somebody nearby just in case. He fires a speculative round in just in case he can splash him. Now there's an AT-7 just south of the bowl, and he's headed south as well. So I have the feeling that Kento's going to relocate up the other end of the map, because our guys are actually at the other end, but they haven't gone up to the cap area yet. Either that or he's going to stick around down this end and try and shoot at the enemy as they try to seize the cap. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do, rather than going up the other end of the map, which I think would be the best thing to do under the circumstances, because if he's up the other end, he could actually start capping. He could dash into the cap and start firing down to the south, whilst our guys are trying to get interrupts. There goes the Panther 2. We're one tank ahead of the enemy now, and we're just looking for that 87. Nobody spotted him yet. This is the old SD maps, because it's 9.20.1 game. So it's a very old client. Yes, Wargaming, we do have the old clients. Most of us have actually shared and exchanged clients, and I've been very lucky to actually have friends who actually do have the clients and have shared some of them with me, and I do thank them for that help they've given me. So I've got most of them, but not all of them, and it does help us to run these old replays, because some of these games are really good, and it's nice for players who had these games from years ago. Oh, nice kill! Got the GW, the guy who hit him earlier. Still one tank up on the enemy. Of course, these games, these old games... Oh, well, I'm seeing a wreck moving. Wrecks don't move, so something has to be behind that wreck. And there's the 87. He's pushing it along as extra armor, and that's not very helpful. No, it's not going to work. Yeah, you're going to get smacked in the side by an Arty round just because you were pushing a wreck. Yes, wrecks moving of their own accord is something that we tend to notice. There are no zombie tanks in this game. Mind you, I suppose some might say there are zombie tanks, because now we've got tanks which are actually drowned and they're still spotting for their team. Rounds out in the M53. 272 hit points. Fairly good hit. We're two tanks up on the enemy at the moment. Our guys are at the other end of the map. There's only two Arty on the enemy team and one tank destroyed, the AMX CDA, the Cannon Dassault. But the thing is that if we start capping with three, I think the enemy would make a desperate attempt to try and get back and reset. But I really think it would be a good idea for Kento to move north right now, because we don't know where that M53, M55 is. And there's the Lorraine 15550. He spotted it. He adjusts his aim. He's dialing in. The guy knows he's been seen. He's turned his vehicle. He's responded. He's aiming at the Pershing. Rounds out on him. A big hit for 239, but it's not enough to wipe him out. But the kill comes in from the Pershing. Now, there's the AMX CDA. Looks like he was firing on either the EVE-75 or the Pershing. And he's running across the bowl. Can we get a shot at him? He's firing a speculative shot in. The AMX, the Wizzy 1201 GFT just killed the M53, M55, which means there's only one enemy left. It's the AMX CDA, and oh, he just killed the Pershing. So now would be a really good time for us to get up to the other end of the map to start putting the pressure on that CDA to start capping. But we've got two tank destroyers, a Scorpion and a Wizzy 1201 FT. And the Wizzy has actually got 4 kills already, so he is actually quite an accomplished player. But it's just that last guy who's holding on as long as he can. We fire around in at him. Oh, near miss. Near miss. Good shot. 125 hit points. Not enough to take him out, though. He's trying to reload as fast as he can. And that CDA is putting up a good defense. And that's a tier 7 Scorpion there. Oh, didn't work. Yeah, he's got a 90mm gun. He's a very small little tank, the Scorpion. But unfortunately, the CDA is quite an OP tank destroyer with a 105mm gun. He's hiding behind the bunker because he knows his Arty's safe there. I think he has a general idea where we are from the fall of shot, because he has taken damage from us, so he knows as long as he's behind that bunker, we can't hit him. But the Wizzy 1201 GFT is moving around the bunker towards him. We should see him come into the field of view any second. Oh, he's running away. He's moved. There he is. Rounds out. Long wait for the shell to get there. If only we'd been up the other end of the map, it would have been a lot quicker. He's indicating the target, but he's got that long reload still. 16 seconds to go. Well, at least that's what was indicated. He's moving about a lot, so he knows that Arty's ready to shoot him. But now we've lost sight of him. The Wizzy 120 is going to have to move in and find out where he is. The E75 hasn't moved from his spot for some time. I'm very worried now that that Wizzy 120 is going to get caught out. And there's the CDA. Rounds out on him. He fires at the Wizzy and our shell lands some way behind him. Again, the advantage of being in the north would be that our shells would be quicker to the target. Be able to react to the target much quicker. We're still sitting in the south. Now we don't know where the AMX CDA is at all, so now will be the good idea to relocate as quickly as you can up the beach. There he is again. He's come down to try and kill the Wizzy 120, and our E75 appears not to even be taking part. Rounds out in the CDA. Looks like it's going to be a near miss. Oh! No. And our Wizzy's doing his best. It appears to be a duel between the CDA and the Wizzy 1201 GFT. And we've lost sight of him again. He's got 11 rounds left. There's 2 minutes 53 seconds left on the clock. At moments like these, I feel that the best thing that the Wizzy 120 could do was disengage from that guy, because he obviously knows what he's doing. And then the best thing for him to do would be just to hang back and spot him, and then allow us to cripple him. Oh, and he's just killed the Wizzy 120. We get some damage on him. But now we've lost our single player who's actually playing the game. And now Kento's moving north. I think it's a bit late though. He can't cap now because he's all alone. The E75 doesn't appear to be taking part in the battle. There's 2 minutes 5 seconds left on the clock. There's the 2-minute warning. As I said earlier in the game, it would have been an advantage if he'd actually moved to the north end of the map right when he did move down to the beach, which was, well, some time ago, because he still would have been able to hit the enemy who were trying to seize our cap. But of course his reaction time would have been far faster on any tanks that were actually at the other end. And now the enemy is capping, but they've stopped capping, and I think he's now thinking no cap kill all. In fact, he suddenly realised he can't cap. There's not enough time left. He's all on his own, so he has to kill all. And so now he's going to try and hunt down Kento. Kento's taken a defensive position in this dip. It does provide some protection then and now, but it all depends on if that AMX CDA knows where this dip is. 50 seconds to go. If he goes to the cliff tops, he should be able to see Kento and shoot from the cliff tops, and we probably won't even see him. We'll see our sixth sense go off, but then we won't be able to see where he is, or probably won't be able to see him. Our view range isn't that great. Mind you, he would be in view range of the E75, which of course is AFK, or at least I think he's AFK. And oh, he's come right towards us and late on the shotgun. If only he'd got that shotgun in on time. And there's the E75, he's AFK. There's not enough time for the CDA to get the kills to win it, so it's going to be a draw. That's it, it's a draw. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was the first class tanker for Kento in the Lorraine 155mm50. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16. He got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And of course, that's a battle hero medal, so he will get a better results in terms of credits and the like. When we see the hit points, we can see it was the AMX CDA did the best with 5,413. He picked up a high caliber and a top gun in that game. The next high score on damage was the Wizzy 1201 GFT with 2,859. He was our best tank player in that one. And he was from What Uni, which is one of my old clans. Well, my only old clan. And part of Havoc, actually, What Uni. And were 2,274 hit points to the M4656 Scorpion and 2,079 to Kento. When it came to kills, it was the AMX CDA again with 6 kills, 4 kills to the Pershing, 4 kills to the Wizzy 1201 GFT. Kento only managed a single kill during that game, but when it came to base XP, it was again that AMX CDA, top in all 3 columns, 924 to him. In fact, actually, he almost won the game single-handed for his team. And then it was 696 for the Pershing, and 661 for Kento with his Confederate. He fired 18 rounds, got 4 direct hits and 4 penetrations, 9 splash. Damage of 2,079 hit points, of which 1,825 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits. I'm afraid both were penetrations. One was from the Panther, the other one was from the MX CDA, and 1 hit by way of splash damage. That was from the GW Panther. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 2,156 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. My voice is going, sorry. 33,257 credits on a free-to-play account, got 3,779 for the Achievements Award. That's for getting a Battle Hero medal in a losing or a drawn game. This was a drawn one. 37,036 credits altogether, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 14,931 credits. He received 661 XP, got 375 for the Achievements Award, 1,036 for Personal Reserve, and 311 for Personal Missions Payout. So his total, 2,383 experience points altogether on a free-to-play account. Not bad. Yeah, as he says, crazy draw finish, surprise shotgun fail. Yes, I think he was taken a little by surprise by that appearance by the CDA. The CDA went straight to him on the beach, and I think he was expecting the CDA to appear on the cliff tops and look down on him, because that would have been the easier thing for him to do, and then to immediately shoot the E75 afterwards. It appears that the CDA, after getting to the cap area and realizing he was just a little too late to cap out, instead what he decided to do was run along the beach, and he must have gone straight for the spot. He must be an Arty player because he must know about that spot, and he decided, yeah, that's where you would have gone. Obviously, in my circumstances, as I said earlier in the game, I would have actually moved onto the beach a little earlier and then moved all the way up the other end of the beach early on in the game, and obviously that might have given the position away to the AMX CDA whilst we were shooting at him, because he would have known where we were from the fall of shots. He must have known where the damage was coming in from. But I suspect if it got to the end game where he actually moved up the end of the beach, if he'd then gone inland, I think the CDA would have had a lot of difficulty trying to find him amongst the trees and the bushes. So he would have been safer much further inland. But on this occasion, Kento went to the spot where he felt safest, and he wasn't ready for the shotgun, so didn't pay off. But there you go, it happens sometimes. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.